All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are now live. We are officially live. Yes, welcome to Vision and Purpose Media Productions. This is our 3-year anniversary and the launch of the Vision and Purpose Community Magazine. Yay! We have a full house. I just wish our viewer audience could see this room right now. I'm cheesing so hard I don't know what to do because we have many surprises for our front cover feature. Dr. Golson just don't know what's in store for her today. Matter of fact, I see one surprise standing in the doorway. With our county council at large, Calvin Hawkins. Come on down. Yay! Surprise, surprise.
Thank you, Karen, for this opportunity. When you have someone as profound as Dr. Monica Golson, you know you have royalty in the house.
Yes, yes.
Mary, your daughter has been significantly important for what's been going on in Prince George's County.
Yes.
Many times, probably like right now, she feels like she's on an island. But one thing about your daughter and one thing about Monica Golson, she don't need a crowd. She don't need to look behind her to see who's there to support her. Her faith in God and the way her mother and family reared her, the mother she is to her 2 sons, while trying to take on the challenges of our public school system. Monica, you are the best. You were prepared for this moment, and I'm so grateful to consider you a friend, and I'm so grateful in my public service I had the chance to see how a sincere, authentic public servant can serve when there are challenges that one would think was overwhelming, but yet you were able to accomplish those powerful public policy results that have made our school system better than it was when you took the helm. So thank you very much. And I want you to know,
Come on out.
this young lady here, Kenya Stevens, we have been out twice. We were down at Cougar Pride down there off Surratt's Road, and we were at Suitland High School, which I didn't make it. And 2 other teachers, one is a principal now, spoke about this Prince George's County public school student. So real quickly, I was going to let her, Karen, as a proud public school student, graduate, alum, read this to your sitting chief executive officer for our public school system.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, beautiful.
So I have a proclamation to present to you.
Monica, come on out. Dr. Monica Golson. Yes. Oh, yes.
You're welcome. Whereas Dr. Monica Golson, Chief Executive Officer for Prince George's County Public Schools, has served for more than 32 illustrious years as a dedicated and transformative leader of the 20th largest school district in the nation, and continues doing what is best for Prince George's County Public School students and educators. And whereas Dr. Golson, who began her career as a Suitland High School mathematics teacher with plans to become an actuary, recognized education as her true calling and moved steadily up the administrative ranks, serving as principal, associate superintendent, and Chief Operating Officer prior to her appointment as Prince George's County Public Schools Chief Executive Officer. And whereas Dr. Goldson, a member of the President's Board of Advisors on Historically Black Colleges and Universities, an appointment she received in 2022 from President Joseph R. Biden, holds 3 degrees from HBCUs, a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Florida A&M University, a master's degree in elementary and secondary school administration from Bowie State University, and a doctorate in educational administration and policy from Howard University. And her 2 adult sons are both graduates of Prince George's County Public Schools. And whereas when faced with the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Goldson built virtual learning from the ground up and mobilized the school system to provide laptops, internet service, and technology assistance to families in need. At the same time, leveraged a full-scope alternative financing model to design, build, finance, and maintain the internationally recognized Blueprint Schools construction program to build 6 new middle schools in 2 years, the first U.S. public school system to use a public-private partnership for construction. Whereas Dr. Goldson has been acknowledged for her visionary leadership with more than 16 awards and honors for her exceptional work and service to the community, including appearing twice on Washingtonian Magazine's list of Washington's most powerful women, and whereas Dr. Monica Goldson in January 2023, after careful thought, prayer, and discussions with her family, announced her decision to retire from Prince George's County Public Schools at the end of the 2022-2023 academic year. Nothing that it has been an absolute honor to lead over 131,000 students in the place I call home. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Prince George's County Council, recognizing her stellar career and remarkable achievements, congratulates Dr. Monica Goldson for her hard work and dedication. Further, the County Council extends its best wishes as Dr. Goldson embarks upon her next journey. Thank you.
All right. Yes, yes. So we have, yes. Thank you, Kel. So, Mr. Hawkins, you want to come back up? I think somebody said you got another surprise.
Yes, Karen, for all the work that you have been doing. Kenya, can you please come up once again? And we will, so that I don't delay the reason we're here, and that's to honor Monica. I will get out of your way, but this is important to us, and we wanted to have this moment to share it with you.
I have a proclamation to present to you as well.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Whereas Vision and Purpose Media Productions, celebrating its 3rd year anniversary, has been a journey based on a community family coming together as one to brand the vision while living the purpose, and includes individuals who have given their gifts, talents, skills to birth an all things media productions company that touches the heart and soul of the community. And whereas the VMP Community Magazine, under the umbrella of VMP Media Productions, launched in March 2020, not foreseeing that on the same day of the magazine launch was the beginning of the shutdown of the nation due to COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas the team continue the journey, taking on a more personal mission to be that positive voice for their community despite what COVID-19 had in store, agreeing that the community needed positive messaging now more than ever before, and choosing to continue inspiring communities everywhere. And whereas the mission of VMP Media Productions is to serve as an all things media company to the DMV and surrounding areas, providing services as audiovisual, virtual, and print media messaging and branding, and to be an effective asset to our community and a media company upon which our community can depend. And whereas giving customer service at its best, VMP Media Productions is committed to being a blessing in the lives of viewers, readers, clients, and community, such that they have become a sought-out media company of choice. And whereas the hard work of Vision and Purpose Media Productions has been consistently honored with awards, including the Sadie White Training Productions Customer Service Award, Black Wall Street Award, nomination for the County Executive Award, and over 40 proclamations from the Prince George's County government. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Prince George's County Council congratulates Karen McConnell Jones, founder and CEO of VMP Media Productions, which includes the VMP Community Magazine, a video recording studio, and other media and branding activities, and her team on their 3rd year anniversary and their service to the community, and wishes them the very best in every future endeavor.
Thank you. We're going to have our counselor come back up and give us some final words, please. You know, I got to take advantage of this moment.
Yes. I appreciate you.
And if I could just say, I just wanted him to come up, so I can just say this. Our council member at large, he works very hard. I'm telling you, he is everywhere we need him to be. Ever since he been elected, this is on his 2nd term now, but the first 4 years he hit the ground and he been running and have not stopped. So we want to thank you for all that you do. We call upon you and you answer the call. I was just even with you over the holiday, how you gave away 4,500 turkeys with other concerned partners that you had. You are doing a lot and you have not slowed down. So I just want to say thank you and take this moment for our community to know who you are and all that you do. So can we give him a round of applause? Yes.
To God be the glory.
And look, and I like him because he's quick and to the point. So thank you. Yes. Thank you again. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to come up with the VMP team and we're going to start the countdown of our Vision and Purpose Community Magazine. We'll be right back at you. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Tania McQueen. I'm the Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources.
What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Wards 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're going to provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the supports that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident. You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
Hello, my name is Tania McQueen. I'm the Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources.
What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Wards 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're going to provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the supports that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident. You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
Welcome back to Vision and Purpose Media Production, as this is the release of the magazine. Woohoo! And it is our anniversary. Yes. So can the team in the back, can you put something up on the screens behind us, please? Yes. Can you show the magazine? So we have two. Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing.
The first one we have is Dr. Gosa. Monica Gosa is on the front cover of the magazine. Yes. And then the second cover, because when we celebrate in March, we always do two covers. And then we have a community couple that we want to feature as well. Yes, the Olivers. Yes. This is so amazing. Team, it is great to have you here. As always, we was under the gun, crunch time. Look, 5 o'clock in the mornings, but we got it done. We always get it done, right?
As always.
And so as always, we like to open our magazine up with the inspirational moment. So we have the inspirational moment with Marjorie Militant. And this is just such a wonderful, wonderful way to start out our magazine and show who we are, because we are vision and purpose. And here we believe that, faith is everything. Our spirit, who our blessings, where our blessings lie. So we always have to start our magazine with the inspirational moment. And this time, Marjorie dedicated to women this Women History Month, right? And so she said, sister, press on, sister. All right, I'm loving that. So, and then next we're going to go to you, Kiana, health and wellness.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, so.
So this article was very near and dear to my heart. It's all about helping women to understand that they can grow and that they can expand. And I wanted to share the message by reminding them that, yes, you can.
Yes.
If we look at what we're celebrating in this month, it's Women History Month. How did it get started? And I wanted to share that story from the beginning to where we are now. Every year, we don't even think about it, but the president has to put in a law with Congress to make sure that we can actually celebrate this. And how it started off was in California, just one day, and it just grew and it expanded. And so I just wanted to let women know that just something as small as that, starting off in that small community, grew to something big as international. And so no matter what your idea is, no matter how small you think it is, it can become something that magnifies across the globe. And you can see the transition throughout whatever God placed inside of you manifest throughout the entire world. And I don't want people to feel like, hey, I see somebody doing something similar. I don't want you to look at that and say, hey, I can't do this because someone else is doing it. All that is an example to let you know that it can be done. And so you figure out your way, your unique way to transition that tool or that gift into the world. So yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Whoa, I like that. And so we have a new writer that's to the magazine. And I want to thank you, Courtland Jones, for taking over Authors Speak. So that is your column. So would you like to tell us a little bit about what you want to do with that?
Sure, thank you. So my name is Courtland Jones. I am actually a recent retiree of Prince George's County Public Schools under Dr. Monica Golson.
Oh, he
And-
trying to show off and throw that in. I wonder why. Only, because Dr. Golson in the house, you had to just kind of put them credentials out there. I ain't mad at you. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out.
I just, real quick, I had the privilege of serving under her for 2 years at Frederick Douglass High School. And when I first met her, I was taken aback in just the way she was communicating with the staff. And I just had a profound respect for her just for that. And I really enjoyed my time serving under her, so I just wanted to say that real quick. Dr. Golson, congratulations. So in this privilege of being able to be a part of the Vision and Purpose Community Magazine family, I've been offered the opportunity to do the Author Speaks component of the magazine. And this is my introduction of myself to the magazine and the community. I started early in my childhood writing, but it wasn't until I published my first book when I looked back and realized that my journey of writing began when I was in 5th grade. My 5th grade teacher took one of my poems and published it in the elementary school magazine. So the article really is about how my journey began as a writer, and I had the privilege my last 4 years as an educator. I was able to teach creative writing. So my career just kind of did a 180 where I had the privilege of not only being a writer myself, but passing on those tools and those skills to other children. And I actually currently have an elementary age child that I'm teaching. So this is really my opportunity to let everybody know who I am. And I cite in the article Dr. Maya Angelou because I know Why the Caged Bird Sings is a very profound book that I had the privilege of reading, and I really admire the way she writes. So I wanted to highlight and recognize her for Women's History Month.
Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. And Cortland, if I could share too, you have a show on our platform. And it's every other Sunday, the second or fourth Sunday of the month. And it's called Believe. And we always say this is our second church service. Very inspirational. So thank you for that. It's a powerful 30 minutes segment that you give us. And I am so happy to have you here and be a part of the team. You've been with us now for 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 years. So I am excited. And I know you wanted to be in this building because, give your own self a shout out about the school. So now you could probably even give Dr. Golson some tips on being retired, huh? Because it's almost a year. It's be a year this June.
Yes,
You, right?
yes, it has. It'll be a
is it
yes.
really about taking center stage of your life?
I would say the main thing, enjoy it. Enjoy the each day of retirement, really taking it in and allowing yourself to, whether you want to do something or don't want to do something, I think, yes, just be you and enjoy the day as each day comes.
Yes. And we also have a special thing that we are doing for Women History Month. We are announcing our first book anthology. We are looking for women of influence to be a part of our book anthology. And Cortland is going to be the coach. Right on through this
Yes,
journey,
looking
right?
forward to that.
Yes. So we wanted to launch that as well tonight for Women History Month. We are looking for a few good women that want to come and join us in this our first volume of Women of Influence. Yes, and so Women of Influence that we want to be speaking on is going to be business, family, and faith. Business, family, and faith. Yes. So,
Love that.
And community. I
Yeah.
forgot community. Yes. So if you're looking to be a part of it, we are looking for you. So see us afterwards, and you know how to contact us, right? Yeah. So Karen always like, you always put your number out there. So you can contact us on the website, or you can call me personally, 202-904-1000. Hey, that's the easy number. Everybody should have that number. I give it out every time, right? 202-904-1000. That's what I do, Karen. Yes. That's right. Somebody say that's right. Yes. Okay, so next we have, I'm just going to go to this story because with Community Magazine, we want to show that community is what?
Everywhere.
And that's what we say. Can y'all put y'all mics up?
Oh, everywhere.
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 Yeah, so community is everywhere. And I am so pleased to have another educator that's part of the magazine. And this is Michelle. She's all the way from Cincinnati. So she writes in our magazine as well. So her section is Education is Key. And so she was just, and she also designed the beautiful magazine far as the stories. She designs all the stories in the magazine. And this is just wonderful. When she found out that we was having to educate, she's like, so the first, she always designed, oh yeah, I'm telling all the business, Michelle, because I know you're watching. So she always designed, and she started from the beginning with inspiration moment and then on and on and on. So when she sent the first design over, guess what? Which one it was? Education is Key. I said, oh, you're just being cute this time because she knows that we have an educator. Yes, and she did hers first. So I just gave her a pleasant surprise on the last night we was doing the editing, and I said that her story was going to come after Dr. Golson. And I'm telling you, Dr. Golson, she was so thrilled to know that her story is coming right after the headliner. So, because usually we put education is key at the beginning up front, but I wanted her to follow Dr. Golson's story. So, yeah. So, Michelle, educator you are. We love you all the way from Cincinnati. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. We love you. Yay. So, and mention that, we might as well go right along to another one of our team members that is out of town because community is what?
Everywhere.
Yes. So everyone gonna know that tagline by the time we leave, right? That's what we love to say. So our All Things Fashion column comes from a husband and wife team down in Richmond, Virginia. So the Turners, Tony and Martina Turner, thank you for the All Things Fashion column that you write, and community is what?
Everywhere.
Yes. So we love our family down in Richmond, and of course they All Things Fashion is on hair. They focus on hair, but for Women History Month, they just I keep dropping it. I'm sorry. So for Women History Month, they wanted to do something special and just focus on women and just talk about self-care. So we really appreciate all that you do. So to the Turners all the way down in Richmond, Virginia, we love you and thank you. And they are celebrating 3 years with us as well.
I can't believe it.
I know. They wanted original writers. They started out with us 3 years ago. And also, Kiana is original writer. She started with us 3 years ago.
Yeah, I can remember being around in that room and their beautiful display. Everything was so nice.
Yes, yes. Can you believe it been 3 years?
No, I can't.
Yes. Literally, when we launched, that was the first day, and Prince George's County had breaking news of 5 cases of COVID. You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yes. We was like, always like, okay, should we go on? Because our event is like in a couple of hours. And we decided to go ahead on and launch.
And we all were well.
Yes, yes.
We made it through.
Favor of God.
We made it through that night, and we made it here.
Yes.
Yes.
3 years later. Wow. 3 years later. So now, if we can switch out Cortland, I need our media person to come over, arts and media. So I'll let you two switch out, and she can just come right on over. Don't bring that coat over here.
She was passing it off.
I was passing it off. Pass me the mic. We were passing off. Don't worry. Don't worry. No. It was a switch off.
Look, you making me hotter.
No.
Just not happening. And they got fur all around.
Pass
it and all that. You know, we just bust each other out around
yes.
here. You know,
yes,
family. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Family. Hey.
I didn't see that. You was going
You
to
need
switch
to.
up.
There it is. You told him pass, and I said, okay, we're gonna do this at the same time.
All right. I love that.
There we go.
Great save.
There it
Great
is.
save.
There it is.
Yes. So,
Yes.
I am excited about your story. And this is a new writer as well. This is your second story that you have written for Vision and Purpose Community Magazine.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yes, I do want to
In
talk about it
honor
a little bit.
of Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Women History Month.
Yes.
That
for
was.
hi-
It's
Women
a
History
nice
Month.
story. Thank you.
I had the honor and privilege of working on it with a close personal friend of mine. She's in Atlanta. So, Karana, thank you so much for working with me. I appreciate you. This article, I focused on media. My assignment is arts and media. But focusing on media, there is only that is the name that is for Black females, Oprah Winfrey. The media sector has changed so much because now just like you can do it yourself. You can make your own space, your own lane. So in honoring you, Karen, you can make your own space, your own lane, your own opportunities now with Twitter and social media, YouTube, everything. So I honor Oprah Winfrey, but I also honor you as a Black woman doing it.
Oh, well,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you so much. That is just wonderful. So, Karen, drum roll. Karen and Karen.
We a team.
Yes, we are. We be putting in some late night hours together.
Yes, it's nothing for us to call each other at 1 o'clock in the morning, is it?
Yes, yes. And that's how it was even last night. I think I was over your house picking up the magazine about 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how we roll. Yes, yes. So I'm just so excited because, oh, look, they laughing at us. Let us in on it. What's so funny?
Y'all dedicated. Yeah. Dedication.
Oh,
Her facial expression was
Yes.
everything.
yes.
Yes.
Look, no, and Kiana always say, I'm glad I wasn't a part of that. At the 5 o'clock in the morning session.
Under the bed.
Yeah, you be under the bed.
Now I hit you first thing in the morning.
Now, see, you not even fair. You know I still be asleep. No, she get up like 5 in the morning. When I'm going to bed, she just getting, she's getting up and when I'm just going to bed, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. But Karen, the front covers. So Karen designed all our front covers, everyone. Yes. Oh, we hear beautiful.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
With Ashley, we got 2. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay. So, matter of fact, while I got this one up, let's just start with this. The Olivers. I'll tell you, I have the best team ever because I have so much that's racing up here. So they have to slow me down and get it out, and then they make it come to life for me. So Karen, you always do that. She loved having these conversations with me. Okay, Karen, where you at? Where you at this time? And I love it. This is everything I can imagine and then more.
So we have a process because, see, Karen, we're 2 Karens. We are Karen, but we're not a Karen. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, let's straighten that out right now. Our name might be Karen, but we're not a Karen. But we have to be simpatico.
Yes.
So as a process of doing the covers, I don't just sit, at my house or sit in a room and design the covers. We actually have a conversation about the cover. Now, Karen knows better than to tell me what to do
Right.
with
Exactly.
the cover.
Exactly.
But she can tell me what feeling,
what my idea is.
what's her idea, what feeling does she want to evoke, what conversation does she want to evoke. So with this couple, they are the sweetest couple. Wesley actually is our technology engineer.
Yeah.
And they are just such a wonderful couple together. And they're a young couple. So we wanted to showcase them as this nice, fun, loving couple, so that when you look at the picture, you see the relationship that they have. You see the playfulness that they have. And so the actual pictures Wesley set up and did himself, and then I looked at the pictures, Karen and I, we picked the one we thought conveyed exactly what we wanted. And then a lot of people don't realize, I actually spent about 8 hours designing just this cover because I have to get the right detail. I've got to have it just so, the colors and everything. And so I thought sort of the triangles, y'all know what a triangle is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. See that I like to do subliminal stuff. Mm-hmm. Triangle in a relationship, that faith and spirituality piece in there.
Yes. And I will say this. Okay, so if somebody's cell phone go off again, they're going to have to put $1 in the jar. So, but outside of that, I'm going to say This is just beautiful. I told Wesley, if he bold enough to wear these pants, I'm bold enough to put it on the front cover. Okay, so that's what I want to say. That's the real story. If he bold enough to wear these pants, I was bold enough to put it on the front cover. And
I want to say something
Yes.
to this front cover. I think that it's amazing. Just last week, my husband and I celebrated 11 years of marriage. And we were at the restaurant, and a couple were sitting just two girlfriends, they were sitting next to us, and they started to have a conversation about marriages. Well, do you think that it's important, or is it just, for church, is, traditional, or is it just for money, income, all these? They were having this whole conversation. And it's really important that as a community magazine, that the union of marriage is put out there for the community to see.
Yes.
Because the statistics of marriage is just going crazy. There's so many broken homes, and there's a lot that comes behind the broken home. And so I'm just like so happy that this is the cover, because not only is it showing a unit, but it's showing that it doesn't have to be, older couples. Marriage has many different phases, and that you can start off as a young couple and grow. So I just think that this is very important that the community sees this.
yes, and my sentiments exactly. I'm glad you said that, because the other thing, I wanted to feature them as a young couple and young professionals. So it's important that we have that whole variety in the magazine, and they are young professional couples. Both of them have their own business, and also they have 5 kids.
Yes.
5 wonderful kids. And they homeschool all 5. All 5 is on the honor roll. Okay. And Mrs. Oliver, she's her doctorate is in theological, so she teaches them Bible studies as well. A prayer time every day. And so at 7:00, I know not to call Wesley House, because that's prayer time. And so I'm telling you, they are just such an example of excellence, Black excellence, Black love, Black excellence, and especially when it comes to young couple, as you say, we wanted to make sure that we feature that. So, and they moved here all the way from Cincinnati, Chicago. In their early 20s, no family here, just him and his wife, 2 kids, up and move, and just wanted change, and came to the DMV, and they've been here now for 8 years, and now the family done grew to 5 kids, and they are just doing it at Wesley, and I'm just telling all the business. So Wesley was back there smiling right before we went on air. I said, "Why are you smiling?" Because I know it wasn't because I just came in the room, say go live. So he does documentaries. And guys, the documentary he did has gotten out to California, and so a producer just called him and said he would like to speak to him about doing some editing work for them. So yes, that's how we rolled around here. Yeah, that deserves a hand clap. Yes, Wesley. So Wesley, can you come and peep from around the back? Look, he's always behind the scene. He never liked to be out front, but I'm putting him out on the forefront. Wesley. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they both here? Oh, yes. Because we was waiting on him. Come on. Yes. Can y'all come out? Yes. Hi. Come here. Get Auntie a hug. Oh, you want to say hello?
Hello.
Oh, so Wesley, I'm going to give you the mic for a minute. Congratulations on that good news. We're going to pray over it right now, and it shall be. Okay, it ain't going to be just a conversation. It is done because we say so, because God say so. Okay, all right. Congratulations.
He said, "I'll take the baby." Amen. Amen.
Take a picture of that.
Oh.
Two sisters hugging each other. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, y'all love each other.
Well, God is faithful.
Amen.
You know, He knows exactly what we need, who exactly we need to be with to grow in purpose with the visions that He has given us. And it has been now 12 years of marriage with 5 children. We are here today because God is using us, and we're just, just willing vessels. We know who we are in Christ, and we are dedicated to walking in that every single day. And we are raising our children together, just us alone, no family, no friends that we grew up with, but God allowed us to make family. And we are excited to be here, on today, just being a representation of not just, Black families, but of families who serve the Lord with our whole heart, our mind, and our soul. And so it's not an easy journey, but it's easier with God.
Amen.
Right? It's easier with Him. So thank you so very much. We're super excited about being on the cover. We thank Vision and Purpose for what you do for the community and the hours that you spend with, creating this. And we're definitely grateful. You want to say something, honey?
Thank you, guys.
See, exactly. Thank you, family. Yes. And we have more surprises coming in for Dr. Gosa. Yay, I'm so excited. Yes. Okay, so can we talk about now her cover of the magazine before we take a quick commercial break?
If you all went on the website, you saw something different.
Yes.
The mastermind here, that was a decor. See, we couldn't put this out first, so we had that decor. Here is the thing. Taking center stage of my life, we box people in a lot. And the reason we do is not a bad thing. We do it because sometimes we only see one facet of a person.
Yes.
Okay? And so that's how we identify that person. But I thought the idea that Karen had was great in terms of, okay, here's someone who has had over 30 years of service, of community service. It's now time for her to take the center stage of her own life with purpose. And we wanted to showcase that. And what we wanted to showcase, we did not want to showcase Monica, the superintendent.
Right.
Or Dr. Golson, the superintendent. We wanted to showcase Monica, the individual who is comfortable in her own skin.
Amen.
Yes. Amen. Well, gosh, you ain't leaving nothing for me to say. I think that sums it up. Yes. And that's true, Karen. And I just like when you all can keep up with me because, like I said, it just be going and going. And I said, okay, because the picture that everyone saw that we advertised, that's what we want to see. And that's what we used to see in superintendents and, very conservative, just her power color red she had on. And I was like, yeah, let that be the one that we put out. And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Golson came in here at her photo shoot, and she was just ready. Yes, she was. And usually what we do, we always make sure that everybody see their articles and everything before. And she was like, no, I want to be surprised. So when she said that, I said, you know what? I'm going to kick it out the box. So I called up Karen. I said, okay, she said she want to be surprised now. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to send one out. But when she walk in the door, she going to see something else. And this really just stood out and just said, taking center stage of my life. This was like the last part of the photo shoot. And we just asked her, just throw your head back and just lay up in the chair. And when she did it, and I saw that flash go off, I knew in my head, I said, this is going to be the one. I knew it was going to be the one because it was so innocent because everything we asked, she did it. And we was like, just throw your head. And she went, and I was like, yes, that's it. When it's make me say, yes, not yes, yes, that's the one. It got to go on the front cover. When I say yes, it got to go on the front cover. So, and Wesley just said, we're going to do more than that. We're going to present her with a nice little slideshow of all her pictures when she walk in. So you're seeing the slideshow behind us, and this is great. And so now we have another surprise that walked in the door. Yes, yes. And we got surprises all throughout tonight. So who just walked in the door? Our council member from District 6, Walla Gay, is in the house. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. So Walla, yes. What you want? What you got for us? What
I
you
got some goodies.
You got some goodies?
some goodies
you want us
for
to
you
stand
all.
up or you want us to sit
Yes,
down? Okay,
yes.
we'll
So
stand up with you.
we'll stand up.
Yes, yes.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Walla Blagay, Vice Chair of the County Council, also Representative, Council Member for District 6, where we sit right now. And it is really happy to be here. I just want to commend Karen and VMP for all of the great work that you all have been doing. I've been in this space so many times, seeing many leaders, many community folks. This is what we need. We need someone that will be able to bring us together.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to present a proclamation. And I want to read it out because it's important for people to know where you all started. I remember when you were waiting for this space to be built out. I remember that.
Oh my gosh,
and we actually
yes.
walked into it in 2020, right before the
Yes.
pandemic, and then the
Mhm.
pandemic happened, and you know, and now here we are. We're in this
Yes.
space, and it's beautiful. So I wanted to read it out. Whereas Vision and Purpose Media Production is celebrating its 3rd year anniversary, a journey based on community, family coming together as one to brand the vision while living the purpose. Whereas VMP Media Production includes those who have given their gifts, talents, and skills to birth in all things media production, company that touches the heart and soul of the community. Whereas the vision of VMP Media Production is to serve as an all things media company to the DMV and surrounding areas, provide audio and virtual and print media messaging and branding services, and to be an effective asset to our community and a media company upon which our community can depend. The VMP magazine, under the umbrella of VMP Media Productions, launched in March 2020. I remember that. Not knowing on the same day that the COVID pandemic would shut down the nation. Despite COVID, what COVID had in store, VMP team pushed through the journey, taking on more personal mission to be that positive voice for the community that was needed more than ever before, and choosing to continue inspiring communities everywhere. Whereas Vision and Purpose Media Production has been the recipient of several awards, including Sadie White Training Production Customer Service Award, Black Wall Street Award, and nomination for the County Executive Award, and over 40 proclamations in Prince George's County government, including this one. Let it be proclaimed to congratulate our CEO, Karen McConnell Jones, VMP Media Productions. Thank you for your great work in the community. We appreciate you. And she
Thank
also
you.
lives in District 6.
Yes. Yes. How about that?
Quick picture. Let's take a quick picture with the proclamation. Okay. You said, I'm sorry. Okay, good.
All
So
right.
here's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
to
you. Mike. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I have such an outdoor voice. So congratulations to you for your great work.
Thank you.
All right.
And this the main thing, though. We got surprises.
I have one more. One more proclamation. Now, I would like to call up my soror, Dr. Monica Golson, Chief Executive Officer for our school system. And I would love to hand this proclamation to
If
you
y'all
for
can
your.
come over in front of the cameras, because we
I'm
live.
sorry.
Yeah, we right
I
here.
see. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, good.
Yes,
I'm on the
yes.
side of the camera. Oh.
Yes.
All right. Well, I wanted to give this to you to honor you for your great work to the community. We are so proud of you, as you have been not only a Prince Georgian, but you have given your true service to the community. So I would like to read this proclamation from the County Council. Whereas Dr. Monica Golson, Chief Executive Officer of the Prince George's County Public Schools, began her career in education 32 years ago as a math teacher at Suitland High School. Dr. Golson moved up in administration ranks at PGCPS to serve as a principal, associate superintendent, chief operating officer prior to her appointment as the chief executive officer. Dr. Golson has two adult sons, both graduates of Prince George's County Public Schools, serves PGCPS students and educators as a committed leader of the second largest public school system in Maryland and the 20th largest school district in the nation. Dr. Golson holds 3 degrees from HBCU, a bachelor degree in mathematics from Florida A&M University, a master's degree in elementary and secondary school administration from Bowie State University, a doctorate in educational administration and policy from Howard University, and was appointed to serve as a member of the President's Board of Advisors on Historically Black Colleges and Universities by President Biden in 2022. Whew, you've done it all.
Yes.
Whereas Dr. Golson, acknowledged for her visionary and leadership with countless awards and honors for her exceptional work and service in the community, led PGCPS students through the monumental challenge of distance learning amid a global pandemic. Yes, you did. Bridging the digital divide by providing critical support, including laptops and internet access to students and families in need. Dr. Golson dedicated to influencing and changing the lives of PGCPS students, helping them reach their potential, building their confidence, shaping their future, has announced her retirement from the Prince George's County Public Schools at the end of this school year. We honor you. Let it be proclaimed that this is your day, and we honor you for the work that you've done in our community. Thank you so much. And I would say, when someone decides to leave and everyone is like, wow, how can we find her replacement? It shows the value of your work in the community. And I want to thank you and thank VMP Productions for making sure that we honor Dr. Golson for her great work. Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you, Walla. And if I can just take a moment while you're standing here and just say, I just love everything that you do. Even before Walla became a council member for District 6, you've been out there just giving your all, and you give your free legal services. We know that you have done so much, and so thank you. And I just go, I like telling stories. Y'all know I like telling stories. So we was at the breakfast, and it was the Black History Month. So Dr. Golson was there, and she was making sure that the students got around and was meeting everybody they need to meet. And at the same time, while she over here smiling and taking pictures, I'm over here smiling and whispering in ear, I need a proclamation for Dr. And so, and while you was there, you was like, Karen, consider it done. Send it to my office. We're going to do it. And I'm just walking around smiling like, she don't even know what's getting ready to happen. And so even Calvin Hawkins, he was there the same day as well. So all this happened while we all was in the same room celebrating Black History Month. So thank you so much, Walla. You are the best. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we coming back with our community heroes, and we also have business, young professional in the house, and then we have business and entrepreneurship, and then we have the lady of the hour. Yay! So stay tuned. We back at you here on Vision and Purpose Media Productions.
Key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week? Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental movement.
This week has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be.
Staying upbeat.
And get back to that happy, cheery self you guys of me.
This week's been kind of
being
stressful.
creative,
All of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Margaret?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
serving others,
Realize that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right. And don't forget, self-care is key.
self-care.
All right. So see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters. Key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week?
Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental
Well, this week
movement.
has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be. I was
Staying
listening to
upbeat.
teaching and get back to that happy, cheery self you guys of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful.
creative.
All of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Margaret?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
Serving others.
Realize that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right. And don't forget, self-care is key.
Self-care.
All right. So see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vision and Purpose Media Productions. We are here and we are live. It is a packed house in here. Give it up for the studio audience. Okay, they must have had too much food. Give it up for the studio audience. Yes, there we go. That sounds much better. Yes, yes, yes. So now it's time for us to interview our community heroes. And if we can have Tawana to come on up here with me for a second here, please. Yes, so we are doing great things here. So this is how we can reach community is what everywhere. You know, we took this section, our community heroes, and we just wanted to have our community to be a part of what we do. So in doing this, you can get a chance to go on our website and nominate your special community hero, or you can just write into us and say that you want us to nominate a community hero. So we're going to start with that. So Steve Proctor, come on, Tawana. Come on, babe. Look at her. She's looking all pretty in her pink. How are you today, beautiful? Yep. So we want to take our time to just recognize our community heroes because our community heroes give so unselfishly of themselves. And they the ones that don't like to have the limelight or no recognition. And I know one on my right side is going to probably get me later, but, you know, she deserved this, you know. So I'm going to start with my first community hero is Miranda Jackson. Yes. And this nominee comes from Steve Proctor. Steve Proctor, yes, it's a big part of what we do in our community. And he said, Karen, what about Miranda Jackson? She does so much great things for the community and for small minority business and just everything. And I end up now calling her, she's the godmother of Prince George's County when it comes to small businesses. Nobody knows if you want to know anything that's going on in Prince George's County and the surrounding areas, call Miss Miranda Jackson. And she is always saying, I never seen her turn down anyone. You can call her. She is just an open book. She just give you suggestions, come meet you, just support everything that you do. She even came here and spoke to our community group and just gave us a well of advice. And one young fellow, he just took all her knowledge and ran away with it. Next day, he had a website up. He had his business card. He was at the MGM Grand the next week networking at her free networking event that they all put on every year. So thank you for all that you do. And we just want to honor you for Women History Month. You are our community hero. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. And what I do is truly from the heart because my passion is working with small minority and women-owned businesses. And I maintain when small businesses have a cold, minority businesses have pneumonia.
And I love that. And I'm glad she said that because I was going to ask her, can she say that, I call it the tagline. So I am going to use that. Can you say that one more time?
When small businesses have a cold, minority businesses have pneumonia. It's always worse for minority businesses.
And so, and let's just talk about that for a second. Why is the case? Explain to us why you think that is the case that we end up having pneumonia while others have just a little tiny cold.
I think because the standards for minority businesses is always higher. If a small business need 1, 2, and 3, minority businesses need 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. And so, and if you can just tell us just one thing that you can just educate us on right now. What is, if you had something that you want to leave us with and give us right now today as small businesses or minority-owned business, what is one thing we need to know?
I would say be contract ready. You know, a lot of small businesses, they say they're in business, but they have a business card and a cell phone. Okay, no other. In order to be considered a serious business owner, you need to have certain components in place. And I would suggest that you have those components. I would suggest that you have marketing materials and marketing materials that represent you. Because that's your introduction to the people that you want to do business with. I would suggest that you have, of course, your tax identification number, and you identify your potential customers. And not only identify them, identify how you're going to reach them.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So yes, and I just want to thank you for all that you do. Again, Steve Proctor is the one that made sure that you are the community hero for Women History Month, and also Monica, surprise Dr. Golson. He actually sponsored the magazine, and he just wanted me to wait till you all was here and show you the ad that he took out, and just to sponsor all the women here, and happy retirement to you, Dr. Golson. So yeah, so our biggest sponsor to cover the whole magazine for this month has been Steve Proctor. So we thank him, we thank him, we thank him.
Yes, thank you, Steve.
Yes. So, you know, we do a bid for Women History Month. You know, we can't just have one community hero. We got 2 community heroes. And so my dear friend Tawanda and I, we was like, okay, all right, she shared with me some good news about mommy turning 80 this year. And, you know, they want to do some great things for her. And then she was like, I'm going on your website and I'm nominating her. And me and my family, we're going to get together and surprise her. And I'm telling you, half of this room.
More than half. Don't
Okay. Oh, she's no, put your mic up. Put your mic.
Don't cheat. This is more than half of us.
She said more than half. So more than half of this room is here for Mrs. Hall. Can we have a cheer for Mrs. Hall? Look, they woke up now, didn't they, Tawanda?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's how we do, right?
That's how we do.
That's how you roll.
That's how we roll.
Okay, so tell me, why did you want to nominate your mom as the community hero?
Well, really, what happened was I was on an interview on
So
one.
what happened was?
What happened was?
Okay.
You was interviewing me, and your last question to me was about my inspiration. What inspires me? And I told them my mother is my inspiration. My mother keeps going. My mom stays educated in the things that she does, right? She's all involved in the community, and so am I. I get that from both my mom and my dad with being involved in the community. So I just wanted to nominate my mom, and so I spoke with my siblings about it, and everybody was a go, and so that's what we did. You gave us a couple of days, but we were able to turn it around and turn everything in for my mom to be nominated.
Yes. She had to throw that. You gave us a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Yeah, but you did it.
We did it.
You did it. And Mom, I want to say thank you so much for all that you do. You have such a loving heart. And the biggest thing is that you took care of so many of the children in the neighborhood. So she has a daycare. And then they grew up and they had kids, and their kids is coming to the daycare, and their kids coming to. So you have seen and raised and loved generations. Yes, yes. So put your
Mama's
mic
not
up.
going to
Yes,
talk so
yes.
much, but I just want to say,
That's why. Look,
Mom,
yes.
you're not a daycare provider. What are you? Child care. She's a family child care provider.
Yes, and there is a difference.
There is a difference.
Yes.
Not only that, but my mom is licensed for over 40-something years. Never had a mark on her license whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, and that's important.
It's very important.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very important.
And so, Mom, how do you do it all? What made you want to get into this line of work, this field of work?
It wasn't a plan. It just happened.
Put your mic up, dear. Yes.
It wasn't a plan. It just happened. People started asking me to take care of the children. I was at home with my own, and people just started asking me. And I did it for years, and then finally I've got my license. And November was 42 years.
Wow. 42. You hear this? 42 years of taking care of our community. And that's what you do. You're raising our community up, the village, someone said out there. So, yes. So tell me, can I ask, can you explain how many siblings, Tawanda?
How many children?
How many children?
I have 5.
It's 5?
I had 6. I have 5.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
How many grandkids?
12 grandchildren.
And 12 grandchildren. And a
Yes,
grand dog.
And a grand dog.
Pootie. Pootie is here. Where's she at? Okay. See? It's truly a community around here.
and one great son, great grandson.
And one great grandson. And look, and they all are here in this, more than half.
More than half. Because we got the community here too.
Yes.
People here from the community.
Yes. So, Tawanda, I thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this story. And, Mom, thank you for taking such a great care of our community. Yes. And can I come and share it in on your 80th birthday? When is it officially?
October 5th.
October the 5th?
Yes.
So the whole community here, since it's more than half, we're going to be with her for her 80th birthday, right? October the 5th. I'm not going to forget that. So I just have a little treat for you.
Thank you.
Yes, Happy Women History Month. And I have a little treat for you. Yes, Happy Women History Month. Yes. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back with our young professional in business and entrepreneurship, and then on to the drum roll. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week?
Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental movement.
This week has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be.
Staying upbeat.
And get back to that happy, cheery self of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful
creative.
all of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites.
Week for me, I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be.
Staying upbeat.
And get back to that happy, cheery self of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful
creative.
all of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Marjorie?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
Serving others.
Is that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right. And don't forget, self-care is key.
Self-care.
All right. So see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters.
All right, that's what happened when you have a live studio audience. You come back and a lot of things going on. So we are back. We are back. We are back, everyone. All right, we got your attention. Yay! So we are here continuing on with the Vision and Purpose Community Magazine, and we have some special guests sitting up here now. It's all about the business and entrepreneurship. So first of all, we have just a tag team couple going on here, and this is true sisterhood. And I just want to say, when I was writing this story, it is so funny how neither one of y'all knew what each other was saying, but you both talked about each other and complimented each other very well. So I'm going to start out by saying that Catherine Clay and yes, and Miss Shirley, Shelley, what? I'm sorry, Miss Shelley Wade. Gross Wade. Okay, yes. So we have two team members here, and I said, you know what? Since they talked about each other so well, I'm going to start out the first page with you two on it together. Yes, yes. So we wanted to feature you for business and entrepreneurship because you all work with a fine organization and doing so many great things for the community. So I just wanted to be able to take this time and say thank you, ladies, for all that you are doing for the community and for minority businesses. So I would start out with you, Catherine. Can you just tell us a little about yourself? And yes, and this lovely feature about FSC first.
Okay, well, I have always told people that I am fortunate that I have discovered and I am living my God purpose. And it is very wonderful to not only be living my God purpose, but I get paid to do it.
Yes.
So that's even a double blessing. I do a lot of community work, like one of the other guests mentioned. My parents were in community work. I was fortunate. I grew up in Atlanta, and my father knew the Kings and Martin Luther King very well because they grew up in the same projects. So I've got a lot of history behind the community work that I've done. And so I come by it honestly. One of the things that I do have a passion for is entrepreneurship and small businesses. And I had the good fortune of being introduced to FSC First and working with Shelley for over 20 years in a number of capacities. And one of the things that I'm really proud of, and thank you very much, Karen, I'm really proud of being featured in this month's magazine, particularly as it emphasizes Women's History Month, because as Shelley and I were talking, and I'll let Shelley say her first, but as Shelley and I were talking one day, we realized that I was the first woman board chair for FSC First.
Wow.
And that's something that I'm proud of. I'm proud of a lot of the accomplishments that were done during my tenure. And so I'm proud to be featured during Women's History Month for Women Who Lead in FSC First. It's a great, I'm glad that we can highlight it. It's a great organization, a not well-known gem in this county that everybody needs to know about. Every entrepreneur that wants to be an entrepreneur, every entrepreneur that's first stage, second stage, every entrepreneur that maybe think you've made it, but you've got to go to that next level. So many resources. And so I get just a smidget of glory, but my main thing was to have a venue to talk about an organization that's near and dear to me in this great county.
Wow. Yeah, that deserves a hand clap. So, Miss Shelley, can you look, and you also got one thing you can share with Dr. Golson is being retired, right? Newly retired as well. So, yes, can you just tell us a little bit about just your journey, a work journey, and where you are now?
Well, good evening, everyone. And yes, it's indeed a blessing and an honor to be featured in Vision and Purpose Community Magazine. I started at FSC First as the first African American CEO. I have served the longest tenure there as a CEO, having just culminated a very successful career there with 24 and a half years. I have felt from day one that my service at FSC First was really fueling my passion and is truly my ministry. It is the way that I give back to my community. I don't know that Prince George's County could pay me enough to really enjoy what I do, but it was indeed quite fulfilling. And I would wake up every day saying, I am expecting something awesome to happen today. And when you wake up with that kind of attitude, then you truly are indeed in a position to be blessed because your expectation is that God has already ordered your steps and you're prepared for what is ahead. So my journey at FSC First has been to grow the organization. When I first came to FSC First, we had an annual budget of about $138,000. When I left in December of 2022, our budget far exceeded $3 million. We have a 98% performing portfolio of small business loans. During COVID, we were able to fund at least 800 businesses with $34 million in grants. We had never, ever provided grants before. So the pandemic was both a blessing and a challenge. It was a blessing in that there were a number of resources that were placed in our community, and we were challenged to find a way to deploy those dollars. And I'm grateful to this county administration under the leadership of County Executive Angela Alsobrooks that she entrusted FSC First to find a way to get the money on the street. I serve as a trailblazer in Prince George's County because we are one of a few CDFIs, that's Community Development Financial Institutions, that actually has money that is represented by a public-private partnership. We have monies that are provided to us through bank partners. We have funds that are provided through the government as well as foundations, all of which is intended to make sure that we empower small, minority, veteran-owned, and women-owned businesses. So that's who I am.
Yes, that is wonderful. Yes, that deserves a hand clap. And also, we have our young professional here. Oh, she's gorgeous. Yes, she is. And she's like, can I see? I was like, no, because I wanted to get that reaction right there. Yes, and Jaden, can you come from the back, please? Our young professional, it was important that we feature young professionals in the magazine because they are of our time, and they tell the story. And I want to say, dear, you are a beautiful hidden gem. No, come right here. Stand right there. And Jaden, our young professional, wrote your story, and we're going to share the story. And I tell you, your story brought me to tears. Jason is communication and art, media is what he wanted to do as well. He's at Bowie University, this fall, and just transferring from Prince George's Community College over to Bowie State College. And he said, Miss Karen, I have a story that I want to tell. And so can you pass in a mic for a minute, Ms. Clay? And yes, you wanted to tell your story. Yes. And can you share?
Okay, so this story is of Brianna Walker. So it's pretty much just a story. I just wanted to tell her story about how, where she came from to where she is now. Not all of us get the opportunity to really get to explore our options. Not all of us get the opportunity to really find ourselves. And, it's really hard to find yourselves when you're already an adult and you already have responsibilities. So to make I'm trying to make the long story short, I really want to talk about how she was able to find herself and be able to find her teaching profession. And yeah, so if you would like to talk about.
Yes, this is such a beautiful story, and you should be proud of yourself, young lady. And if I could just say a few words, I read this story and it brought me to tears. He was just showing how you can just persevere, push beyond your limitations. And that's what you did. You pushed beyond your limitation. It's such a wonderful story, and thanks for allowing us to share your story, coming from undeserved neighborhood and not being able to be privileged too much. But what you was privileged to is education. And you have done it. And now to see that you're getting your master's in education, and we have an educator on the front cover, and you want to go back to get your doctorate degree. This is very, very special, and we need to celebrate her and honor her. Yes. So, Bree, can you tell us a little about yourself, and are you proud to see yourself in this magazine, ma'am?
Yes. Well, first of all, good evening, everyone. I didn't know that the spread was going to look like that. Jaden is actually my youngest sister's friend, and he said that he needed a story. I didn't think of it as much of a story. I said, okay, yeah, well, if you want to write about me, no problem. We can talk. But I've been through a lot in life, and it's basically because of, finances, income. Sometimes the hand you're dealt is pretty much in poverty. So basically, my parents, they didn't have their degrees. Like, a lot of parents, they go to school. They didn't go to school. Me and my mom graduated at the same time. We graduated from college with our undergraduate at the same time. And we both went to UDC. So every time I used to see my mother on campus, I used to sing the Parker's theme song because we just like Kim and Nikki Parker. So when we both graduated with education degrees for undergrad. She graduated with human development, and I graduated with music education. So from there, after I graduated, I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. Because when I was going to school, I went to Anacostia Senior High School. It's not the high school with the best rep, but I didn't know where to go to school. So my mother was already going to UDC. She said, come to UDC. I went to UDC. I picked the major. I stuck with it for 4 years, and I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So I got called from DCPS, and they asked if I wanted to be a teacher's aide. And I went in, and I ended up being a teacher's aide for 3 years. I had a powerful mentor that really helped me develop my professionalism. And when I was a teacher's aide, she came to me and said, I think you should be a teacher. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can be in the classroom with these kids alone. I don't know. I don't like to, get up in the morning. I don't really know. So they basically put me through a 1-year program at UDC. It's all paid for, all expenses paid. It's to get the master's degree. It's a highly intensive program. We have many semesters they're about 2 months each. So I had 6 classes starting from August 1st to about September 15th. And I had 6 more classes from September to December. And now the program is closing out now. We're in the final months. And I had to take 5 practice exams. They all cost $90 and above. So that's about $450 altogether. 4 out of the 5 I took already and I passed. I have 1 more exam left. I also had to do 80 observation hours, which are done, and 420 field hours. So come this May, I'm going to be very, very excited that I'm finally leaving with a master's degree.
Yes. And you are in the room with the best educator ever. So, between me and you, because ain't nobody else listening, I would go back there and talk to her and, and ask her to be your mentee, your mentor, if you can be her mentee,
Yes,
I'm not quite sure, she happy right now. She probably would say yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, but ladies, I just want to say thank you. This is Women History Month, and as always, we always have. Can you hand me that bag? You can give that one to your person. So if you have any final words for Women History Month, we have 30 seconds left. What would you say? I'm starting with you first.
Thank you for being who you are. I'm so happy to be part of your circle, and thank you for highlighting me in your magazine for Women's History Month.
Oh, wow. Oh, Catherine, that's too sweet. That ain't supposed to be about me. All right, Miss
Karen,
Shelley.
I would ditto that, but I want to pay tribute to Catherine. She has been an awesome mentor and friend. I mean, when you when you wake up in the morning and get to do what you really enjoy, and God blesses you with good people in your pathway, that makes it all the worthwhile. And Catherine and another lady who's in the audience today have been my stalwarts in this journey, and when I need something, I can always lean on them. And I just want to thank you for the friendship that we've enjoyed down through the decades. And Karen, congratulations and God blessings on your vision to bring positive stories into our community. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And beautiful. Come on now. That was such a beautiful story.
Thank you guys for putting me in the magazine. I didn't even know my story was worthwhile, telling. So, thank you guys so much.
Oh, see, she about to make me cry. This is what the magazine is all about, is just making sure that you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You are a beautiful child of God, and thank you. Thank you for showing us what is possible. Thank you. Yes. All right. We be right back at you, and we are coming up with the lady of the hour. Is family here? Yes. See you on the other side. We be right back at you.
Hello, my name is Tania McQueen. I'm the Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources. What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Wards 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're going to provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the support that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident. You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
All right, we are back. We are back. We are live. We are back. And we have been celebrating. And now the moment has come. Our front cover feature story. Dr. Monica Golson. Yeah!
Thank you.
Yes. This is nice.
It is definitely not what a person would typically see. They'd see that red dress, the superintendent's look, but this is totally different.
Yes, this said, I am retiring and I'm taking center stage of my life. That's what this says. And she is well deserving of it, over 32 years. So just tell us your story, because actually you can actually give Brittany some encouragement, because teaching was not the first.
It was not.
Yes.
It was not. I am a product of PGCPS. I went
Yes.
to elementary, middle, and high school in Prince George's County. And I actually went to Florida A&M thinking that when I graduated that I would be an actuary scientist. And in order to be an actuary, you have to take 10 mathematics exams. And so my high school principal hired me to be a mathematics teacher. And the plan was really for me to just do mathematics as a class, and then that would help prepare me for the 10 exams so I could become an actuary. But after the first week of teaching, I then had a conversation with my mother and my aunt and said, education is what I want to do. And they were not surprised, only I was.
Oh, wow. That is a beautiful story. Say only you was surprised.
I was surprised.
Yes, yes. But let's just talk about the history you have made now that I know I came to 6 groundbreakings of school that is under your belt that you have spearheaded and leaded up. So can walk us through that. Why was that important to now to have these schools built here in Prince George's County?
So since I had the opportunity to sit in the classroom that many of our students sit in, our building infrastructure is around 50 years of age. And the same classrooms I was in are the same classrooms that exist today. And we value the kids that walk through our door every day. And if we really do, then we have to show them that by placing them in buildings that are top of the line and that let them know that they are worth every penny that we spend. And so this is just the beginning of that. We have 10 new schools that are coming online within the next couple of years. The first 6 will open this fall.
Wow.
6 middle schools that students will walk in, and that's extremely important. Because our students will get to learn in state-of-the-art classrooms from amazing educators, just similar to like the one you just heard here that I'm trying to steal to bring to Prince George's County Public Schools. But it will make a difference in the lives of our children. It's a place where dreams come true, and that happens in a classroom.
Oh, wow, wow. So, Monica, as you can see, I'm just such a big goofy kid, so I got to have the goofy moment. So, I'm going to tell the real truth, though.
Go for it.
Do y'all know who really give her the best advice? Her 2 sons. Oh, that brought me, I'm telling you, everybody know I'm such a big crybaby. So, in telling her story, when she said that her biggest inspiration come from her 2 sons, and they are the one who inspire her. And look, but tell her the truth about what it is that the students need to know. So tell us about that.
They do. I have 2 amazing young men. One of them is here. They're 24 and 21, and they never cease to amaze me. But they always tell me when I need to step up my game, when I've done something that I need to go back and redo, and it comes from a place of heart and soul and caring, and they're products of Prince George's County Public Schools. And so that's so important. So if I'm going to lead a school district that I believe in, I also have invested it with the 2 most precious people in my life. And those are my children.
Yes, amen, amen, amen. That is just beautiful. You proud of your mom? Yes. He been sitting there the whole time just smiling. So, yes. And I want to say that this was wonderful how you just opened up and shared and gave such wonderful pictures of her working in school. Somebody owed me $1 in a jar. And I just wanted to say this is just wonderful. And because of Prince George's County and the school system here, what is one of the things you can say that you are most proud of that you brought under your tutelage?
It's difficult to say one thing, but what's so important is that when people read the magazine and they look at the pictures, every picture has a child in it. Because that's the core of our work. If we ever forget why we've been called and asked to do what we're doing, then that means that you're not in that seat. You're in it for the wrong reason. And it is what wakes me up every day. It's what keeps me up in the middle of the night. And so I'm always proud when I walk into a classroom and a student has learned how to solve a mathematics problem or has read a passage that they didn't have the ability to do. Or when they walk across the stage and they have a vision of what it is that they want to do next. Or when they get into their first choice for college. Or they end up going to open up their own business because now they have a technical skill certification.
Oh, wow. I mean, this is beautiful. And so one of the things that you have been recognized and have over 16 awards. So out of all your awards, what are one of the things that you are most proud of from that area? We talked.
Okay, now that's real difficult. All of them are extra special, but I will say the one that meant the most to me
Yes.
was the appointment from President Biden for the 8 historically black colleges and universities panel. And that meant a lot. I am intentionally a 3-time HBCU grad. And so while I had an opportunity to choose other places for my doctorate, Howard was my first choice. Because I wanted to make sure people in our community knew that greatness can come from an HBCU. Of course, now everyone is awake now and they realize it, and it's difficult to get into an HBCU, but that's how it should have been. All along. And so I am blessed that when I said to my mom I wanted to go to Florida A&M University, and she said, that's far. You're only going to be able to come home during Christmas and at the end of the school year. I was willing to do that because I believed in going to a university that supported other black people. And so the value in being a product of an HBCU is that they're never going to sugarcoat anything. And they're going to always over-prepare you because society is already there to try to take you down.
Yes, yes. And one last thing, I hope I don't cry on this one. I want to talk about the pandemic. And I just want to say you have been admired from so many people. Trust me, I'm going to take the time and say this because when the pandemic came, we did not know what to expect, what to happen, the fear of the unknown. Us now had to be home, all on shut in for a while just to get this under control. And you took action right away. It called for immediate reaction. And you took care of the families, not just the students, the families. Because the families, school, the teachers, the superintendents, you all are a big part and big extension of the families here. And when the kids cannot come to school, that means they had no meals for most of them. They didn't have any computers, no Wi-Fi. And just to know, so when you all want to know something about our superintendent, my superintendent, I'm going to tell you, she was on the corners, on the streets, passing out, meeting people, passing out them computers, paying for Wi-Fi at home. She had teachers with her. They was lined out, passing out these computers, giving these kids, they opened up school for they could come and get meals, come by to get the meals. And I mean, it's big. It's big. Because this is in the middle of a pandemic when we knew nothing. But she knew to take action to make sure that these families still could be provided these things and not be left behind. So can you walk us through this process? And we love you for that. I mean, you took action and you did it right away.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. So, I first have to give credit where credit is due, and that's to God, point blank. Because there were many nights we didn't know what we would do. But I have some amazing spiritual parents, Reverend Dr. Granger Browning and Reverend Dr. Joanne Browning, who I talk to often during that process. But you gave a key, you said it right there when you talked about teachers were with me, people served meals, principals were given laptops. None of that was I able to do by myself. Yes. None of it. I couldn't go to one school and pass out 131,000 laptops. I had to rally staff, and we all had to be reminded of why we do what we do.
Amen.
And it was an extremely difficult time. But the very first thing we did was to make sure when we first started, we only had 23 places that we gave out meals because we thought we were going to be in for just 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks turned into 2 years. And what we know is that in Prince George's County, we were hit the hardest in terms of COVID-19. And what I couldn't do, I go to sleep at night knowing that people's children are taken care of. If I can't sleep at night knowing that, then I'm not going to put them in harm's way. And there were times, and Ms. Queen is here, and I have to give her credit when the board allowed me to do my job, and that was to take care of children. They didn't step in my way. And I can remember there was a time when the governor said that we will all return to school in January. And I called the county exec and said, well, this is probably going to be my last month because this is where I'm going to have to get fired because we're not going back in January. Unacceptable. I can't ask people to send their children to school until I have vaccinated the staff to serve those children because that staff still had to go back home to their family. And she understood, and Kaiser Permanente and the local health department helped us out. And so I am forever grateful that our community came to help us.
Yes.
This showed everything that we could do as a community.
Yes.
And while it took us a little bit longer to get back in, we didn't lose people because of bad decision making. And that was what was most important.
Yes. Well, yes, she did. She took care of everybody. Someone in the audience is saying she took care of everybody, and she did. And I'm just going to put one of the teachers, assistant principal, on the spot. You probably remember this. I came to you right at the beginning of the pandemic, and I said, I have a friend, and she wanted to write you a letter and email you and tell you what a good job you are doing, but she don't know if that was appropriate. And you say, yes, tell her to email me. And my friend, I told her this, and my friend was still so very, very shy. So my friend is here, and I'm going to be in trouble after this, but please stand up. Can you give her the mic? Can you please stand up and tell her now how much you appreciated her and all that she did?
Oh, my gosh.
And tell her your name and what school you are at now. And yes, you'll get me later. Get me later.
She's going to get you.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you.
Yes. Okay. What's your name?
Get you. But I'm honored to be here and to also just share with you how.
Yeah, come. She said, "Come up."
Can you come up? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Here, come. Yeah. Matter of fact, yes. Go sit beside her.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. She said, "Are you serious?" Yes. Is her mic on, guys? Yeah. Is okay. Go ahead, Linda. This is your moment, girl. Get me later, but take your moment.
But I'm honored and I'm privileged to be here and to be able to talk to you and share how I felt during the pandemic. I'm originally from New Rochelle, New York, and my family was at home. And when the pandemic hit, it hit New Rochelle, New York first. And I stayed here in Prince George's County. I work in Robert Frost Elementary School. And I stayed here. At that time, I was at Glen Ridge, but I stayed, and I look forward to your messages, and I look forward to the meetings, and I look forward to just the courage and conviction that you had in leading us and getting us through the pandemic. And I just want to thank you for that because it helped me to stick the course, stick to it. And I felt your warmth, and I felt your heart, and I felt your passion, and I wanted to lead with you.
Thank you.
I wanted to stay with you, and I wanted to stay and serve Prince George's County.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I talked to Karen.
That's better than an email.
Yes, it is.
I talked to Karen. You know, Karen, I've known Karen for many years, and I'm thrilled that Karen is celebrating her 3rd year with the magazine, and that you are also being celebrated. But I just want you to know, thank you, Karen. I've gotten over my, nervousness of this, and I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for Prince George's County, for me, for other staff members that I know, for employees, because we love you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Any email.
Yeah, we do.
I just told her that's better than any email.
Yes.
Yeah, in person.
See? Let me tell you,
Thank you.
God never makes a mistake. So it was meant for 3 years for Linda not to send that email. And then I ran into, because I'm telling you, this is a true story. So then probably about a year later, I was ran into Dr. Golson again, and I was like, my friend, and she was like, yeah, tell her that, you know. And so I said, Linda, I saw her again. I told her about you. Send the letter, send the email. And she said, okay. And she started it because, she said, Karen, I got started. But of course, it didn't happen again. But because God is great, He is awesome, because He needs you to be here for this moment. And with that being said, we have another surprise. We are now turning this over to the pre-retirement party. Belinda, can you come on down and show off some more goodies that we got for her? Woo! So we've been busy working on you, honey.
I'll let Belinda sit here.
And we got, no, you can stay right there.
Are you sure?
Come sit over here. Come sit, switch seats. Yeah. Uh-huh. So Belinda, I called up Belinda. I said, who can I get to get some cards signed and going on for me? Here, Belinda. Make sure you're talking in the mic.
Yes. So
I called up my little sweetie pie. I said, Belinda, I got a task for you. She said, what's that, Karen? I said, I got a card, and I need you to go and get everybody to sign. She said, okay, everybody. She called me back a day later. She said, you got some more cards, because that card is full. So we had to go and get minis of cards. So Belinda Queens, thank you so much. This is your moment.
Well, this is your moment. You guys always hear me say I'm the queen of Prince George's County, but you, Dr. Golson, you are the queen of Prince George's County Public Schools. We thank you. It was a pleasure, my pleasure, to serve and work with you on a school board. And I would call you on the side and talk. And I thank you. I thank you for your leadership from the parents. So we have a card that has been signed by not just elected leaders, but by parents, by some pastors, some business owners, some students. So it's a variety of people letting you know, and they're saying thanking you, and they letting you know how they feel about you and your service to the students of Prince George's County Public School. It's been said here, you have done a great job. You have done a magnificent job, even in the midst of COVID. You held up the fort. And I understand when it's time for you to go ahead and pass the torch on to someone else. We get it. I get it. I definitely get it. But I just want to say to you from the heart that you have left some big shoes for people to fill. And so it's going to be so hard for the next CEO to fill your shoes. I'm so happy about the schools. I'm really thrilled about the blueprint, because we've had old schools in Prince George's County for a while. And for her to want to invest in 10 new schools, and our schools are 50 years or more dilapidated. And when I mean they've fallen apart, but for us to invest in 10 new schools that are coming for the next year, we have to say thank you, because our students deserve it. So I want to give you these 2 cards with a bunch of signatures, but then I had to add a little bit more.
Yes,
Because I didn't want you to just have cards. I wanted you to remember us.
Yes.
So I have a blanket. Yes. That I want you to wrap up in or put on your couch, but I want you to remember us at Prince. I had some students on it. You got to open it a little longer. It opens again. It has the board on it. Of course, it has me on it. It has our Zoom meetings. Remember them Zoom meetings? Yes. It has us groundbreaking out in the community, just doing things. But I just wanted you to know that Prince George's County Public School, we love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And we're going to holler, right, Ms. White? We want to say thank you. We're continuing to do what you do, help others live life adequately, and we say thank you.
This is great. And Karen, drum roll, please.
Oh, my God, that is beautiful.
So, guys, we're going to go off air in such a big way. Drum roll, drum roll. So on the count of 3, we're going to say happy anniversary, Dr. Golson, okay? 1, and Karen, you coming over? 1, 2, 3.
Happy
anniversary, Dr. Golson.
Happy retirement.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
It's your cake. Happy retirement cake to you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. And this is it. This is a wrap on Vision of Purpose Media Production. Come back and see us next time. Until then, stay in your vision, stay in your purpose, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.